What's going on out there, YouTube? Man, another video. We're talking business here. And speaking of business, you don't want to get in no dirty business. You know, I'm the kind of guy, I fuck around, Um, you know, some people break up, they have little arguments. I don't know, anybody. But, their shit gets thrown out in the dumpster. No shit. And I said, like, well, hell, the shit's going in the dumpster anyway. Dude's in jail. You're wearing another man's shirt. Is that bad business? Is that bad luck? Is that bad luck to you? Because that's bad luck to me. You understand what I'm getting at? It seems to me like bad luck. But I'm going to tell you what. Ho, 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 ho. Believe that if you are the owner of these clothes, type in the comments below. And you can have them back, man. I don't care. Really, I'll give you all your fucking clothes back. And I might even give you a couple more. Yeah. So, there's a thing about business. I want to talk about scruples. You gotta have scruples. That's just on the Tyler. Hopefully not. Do your research. You also want to research your capabilities and resources. Can you establish credibility? All right. That's a fuck up right there. Remember, last video we left off on section 3. We're starting on section 4. Preparing your business plan. Look for one of my watches. Where are my watches? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk with you while I get one of my watches and read this. Number 4. Prepare your business plan. You will need a well-prepared business plan for many reasons. First, and most important, do it for yourself. To determine the feasibility of your proposed business, a business plan forces you to convert your idea into a blueprint for a business to determine its entrepreneurial vision and operational, marketing, and financial viability. Just as a dream house needs an architecture plan and a business plan, no bank or financial institution will consider you without the business plan. So, the business plan is very important, but I want you to know one thing about it. Pretty much what you're dealing with is a scenario where the the people want your information. You're going to have to write it all down. And if you've got a good credit score and you look good, you might win. And you probably will win. And it's just tough to go in there with it. And to me, I'm a real stickler on security. And I'm a little tough on it. Just as a dream house needs an architectural plan, an entrepreneurial vision needs a business plan. You may also need a business plan for prospective customers, employees, partners, vendors. Who do you serve? What do you do? Those two fundamental questions are something that you need to look at. You know, what do you do? And, I always talk about running a crew boss. Everybody wants to be boss. There's too many Indians and not enough, or there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Everybody wants to be chief, but nobody wants to be the Indian. I'm talking about Native Americans in the sense, not Hindus. For those Hindis that watch me, you're going to need to write down many plans. And I mean, between you and me, I'm like, you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to do it at some point, and it's about like turning yourself in. They're sucking off your brain, but they're just as soon, turn you into ash, and cremate your body and take your idea, steal everything from your family, as they would give you $1. I said, why would I give that guy $1? Well, hell, he's got a good idea. Throw him in the oven. Woo, doggy. That's how it is out here, and I don't like that. I went down there into this thing. I felt like it was rigged. I went 1 time, 2 times, and 3 times, and the seed fund was $500. A seed fund. I said, who would do $500 seed fund? It blew my mind, and I felt like they were targeting me. And that third go around, I felt like there were people in the town just didn't like me. And I don't wish any violence or anger against anyone. And actually, we're waiting on the new year, because I'm waiting on the new year. I'm ready to shed. I started shedding old Tyler right there about 30. Trying to get to 60 good. You go down to electrons, or whether they have it black or white, zoom down in the pixels, zoom down to the atoms, atomic structures. These were black days. And for blacks, don't take it as a degrading on blacks. I don't know that they made it that way, but I hope all blacks aren't condemned to hell. I don't believe they are. I mean, people say all that bullshit, and there's no telling what happens on the other side. But I love blacks, and black is, I think it's all zeros in a ASCII. all zeros is black and all ones are white, pretty much. And, the electricity is all positive or it's all negative. You get where I'm getting at, buddy? So, when you really look at it like that, that's where you're going to want to go back to chapter 3. Do your research. But we're not going back this time. We're actually moving forward. All right. So we're looking at step. I want to say there was a 5. Was there a step 5? What happened to step 5? We're looking for step 5. Forgive me for my carelessness. All right, yeah, there it is. Step 5. Determine potential sources of funding. 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 Where are you gonna get that loot? Where are you gonna get that jack? Where are you gonna get that cheese? Where are you gonna get that money? Where are you gonna get that? We're not gonna go there. You will need a well-prepared business plan for many reasons first. And most important, do it for yourself. To determine the feasibility of your proposed business. A business plan forces you to convert your idea into a blueprint for a business to determine its operational, marketing, and financial viability. Just as a dream house needs an architectural plan, an entrepreneurial vision needs a business plan. Without one, risk is greatly increased. Now, right there is what we call staring off into the void. It happens sometimes. It is perhaps the most difficult aspect of starting a new business. But getting enough money, with enough money, we can do it right. I believe we can do it right. The hardest time to find funding is when the business needs it the most. And the beginning is one such time. It is important for you to know how much funding is needed, how the funds will be used, and what sources of capital are available. A good place to start can be found at the following website: www.sba.gov. Content search business loans and grants. Excuse me. We're going to let you just take a look at that verbatim. And actually, hokey dokey pokey, would you imagine it's almost 2020? You can look in the links below. If you give a shit, I prepared you a lot of stuff. Am I a good devil or a bad devil? I don't know. All right. I'm trying to be a good devil. What you trying to mean? All right. Here are some sources. Small Business Administration. Now, the Small Business Administration is a government organization, and they are rich in resources and knowledge. So I encourage you to get up on that. And when you make it to the top, tell them Terry Tyler sent you, please. You're going to want to look into 7A and 504 loan guarantee programs. 7A and 504 loan guarantee programs. I don't know what 7A and loan guarantee is, but we're gonna, I'm gonna help work you through it. And you're also gonna need export, import, transactions, and you can find that at exim.gov. Now, there's the USDA, the SBIR, the STTR, the Mississippi Business Corporations Enterprise, Small Enterprise Development Finance Programs, Industrial Development Revenue Bonds. Now, isn't that getting you hot? Getting your feet to the fire? You're ready, aren't you? Aren't you, Mississippi? Oh, Mississippi business. Good old Mississippi. And Delbert Hosemann. I voted for Delbert. We had a wicked Secretary of State, Hosemann. No shit. You gotta see the Esri data. I'm a data head. I loved it. It was like, it's a mind cum for some of you nitwits. Some of you pussies. But it was a mind cum. And I was ready, to work on things, and they wanted to drill in my head and screw into my brain. And like they did Elvis. No, it didn't work out. But anyway, don't forget about your rural economic development. Because if you're in a rural area in Mississippi, you're going to need to get in touch with the Rural Economic Development Assistance. That's the RED program. I graduated from the RED program. Maybe I can run the RED program. I don't know. Like I said, I was talking to some doctors. And it's one of those things where a lot of them are full of shit. Hate to tell you. All right. On to number, we're still under Section 5. I'm giving you some stuff. Like I said, check out the Mississippi Rural Economic Development Assistance. And the Mississippi Loan Guarantee Programs. Now, I don't know what kind of loans they guarantee, because if you're a scumbag like me, you know, and you got a real low credit score, like mine's a 420, yeah. But, it's, you know, a good place to start if you're going to get a loan, but I'm going to leave you with a pearl. I don't like to always say these, drop pearls on people, you know, but in case of foreclosure, I decided I would say, pretty much, you know, don't buy in to bullshit. All right. That asshole sounds better than my mouth does. How about that? PDD. Planning and Development District. Planning and Development District. You're going to want to go ahead and look into your planning and development districts. And by the way, I recommend even you teeny boppers out there, little kids that have snuck your way in, you know, to Papaw's kitchen, pretty much, you know, you're going to need to go ahead and start getting your American government up. You know, I took American Government 1 at Itawamba Community College. And pretty much I had Dr. Arnold, and that guy was a beast. He was a beaver of a man. He was a beaver of a man. And he paced when he talked, and he bellowed out things when he spake. And I kind of enjoyed him as an instructor. He was a hell of a guy. So, for those of you who enjoy instructors, check out Dr. Arnold. He might still be there. He might be dead. You know, the psychology guy is a cool guy. But Mississippi, I love you. You know, I hope you love me. I'm sorry about the tornadoes, man. They really kinda... Well, we didn't lose any Mississippians, I don't think. But we did lose a few Louisianans, and that's not cool. You know, I don't glorify the gore. A lot of people get out there and say he's a gore hound, a gore hound. So, man, I ain't out there for the gore. You scum sucks. I'm out here because I ain't got no loot to go to college, you scum fucks. I could have had it done a long time ago. So don't go there with me. In fact, just remember that when your ass is burning in hell. All right. So I'm going to tell you something. All right. So we've gone over some of these things. Planning development districts, Mississippi Development Authority, banks, S&Ls, credit unions, specialty lenders, and industrial development revenue bonds. So, there you go. We've about covered, how are you going to get your revenue? You're going to have to go to those people. And like I said, if you look like me, you might not get a loan. But, I might try. You want to see me try? All right. So, here's one thing I like to do. When you're done with your stuff, sometimes you got to, woohoo, dispose of that intel. You know what I'm talking about? All right. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to run this to about 30 minutes. I think we ran through step 6, or was that was step 5, or was it? No, that was step 5, we're going to continue step 5 with actually the possibilities to explore the 5 C's. The 5 C's of credit should be assessed: character, capacity, and collateral. Conditions and capital. Crowdfunding, collaborative. Collective, connective. Coherent. Okay. Donor-based or investment-based. Funding accomplished during the internet. There are a lot of sites out there: Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Crowdfunder, SomoLend, CrowdRise, Rocket Hub, QuirkyCom, @Backer, and don't forget about your intellectual property. I don't do crowdfunding sites. I did them back in the day, and I put my heart and my soul out there, and I saw the reality of it, and it was shit. And I said, man, there's a lot of people that get your ideas, and they get hundreds of thousands of ideas, and they work them in a big system. And then you'll see, like, you raise a certain amount of dollars, and then you don't get nothing. And then your idea goes like this, right in the fucking trash can, along with your ash can. Okay? That's how I look at it. You're Ashkin. You're Ashkin. See the tornado, baby? All right. So that about wraps it up. I'll see you on next episode.